Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I thought it would be nice to do a quick rundown of 3 recent videos I've made in the past few months, sort of like a recap of some great points I've covered, from book reviews to productivity tips and tricks I use regularly in my day-to-day job. I don't often see this style of format on YouTube, a sort of a retrospect of recent videos, but I quite like the idea. I listen to the podcast The Diary of a CEO, and often that posts short recap episodes of things you may have missed, and there's been loads of times I've listened to the little segments and that's interested me to want to go back and hear the whole episode. So hopefully you'll find something useful and you may want to go back and check the whole video out for yourself. So let's get into the video. The first video I wanted to touch on is money beliefs stopping you becoming wealthy. For many years now, I've been a big fan of Richard Templer's The Rules Of book series, in which he covers the big life topics like work, life itself, relationships and management as just a few examples. Each book in the series provides a set of practical, straightforward rules or principles that readers can apply to various aspects of their lives. In this video, I looked at the rules of wealth, in which he sets down the really interesting rule number 7, understanding your money beliefs and where they come from. The rule highlights the importance of examining your beliefs and attitudes towards money, which often stem from childhood experiences, growing up, and social conditioning. And it kind of warns against any negative myths you may have towards money that may be hampering your chances of ever being able to grow wealth later in life. This really stood out to me, as obviously it's very hard to build wealth and there's thousands of factors as to why it won't be a possibility for people, but I've never read the notion of internal beliefs potentially being the thing to hold you back. Some examples the book gives of these ingrained beliefs are happiness and money make poor bedfellows, I don't deserve to be rich, and you have to work too hard to make money. And when I thought about it, I suddenly realised that I have some sort of weird beliefs associated with earning money. Things like I'll never have lots of money, and what you earn should be directly related to the exact amount of work you put in to earn it. But I have no idea how these thoughts came to lead how I think about money. The rule in the book advises you need to investigate where perhaps these beliefs towards money have come from and begin the process of letting them go and set new positive ones. Check out the video in which I go into more detail. The second video is how little and often will make you more successful. I really resonated with this term radical incrementalism, which is a term coined by British journalist and author Oliver Burkeman, who's written extensively on self-improvement and productivity. I first heard him covering it in episode 125 of the podcast The Diary of a CEO. The term describes a philosophy of personal growth and change that emphasises making small incremental improvements over time rather than trying to achieve dramatic transformations all at once. Why that resonated with me starting this channel is, with most of my YouTube endeavours, I've invested a lot of time in the beginning to get things off the ground and make the videos as good as they can be, but I've ended up burning myself out from all the effort, whereas aiming to stay consistent on this channel is going to require a different kind of approach, and that's ensuring that I'll at least aim to be consistent at doing small amounts of work regularly, no matter how small the work session ends up being, which will boost my chances of being able to post to a regular schedule on this channel. But you can apply this to anything. Perhaps you're studying for an exam, for example, and need a new way of thinking that's going to help you invest regularly into revision. So I definitely think you should check that video out. Video 3 is 3 Google Workspace tips you must know. I love learning useful tips that help me boost productivity at work every day. Like in most cases around the world, the company I work for uses Google Workspace to communicate and share documents. Embarrassingly enough, I went many months being unaware of a few tips and tricks which I share in this video, like being able to turn off notifications on a spreadsheet if I create one which my whole team ends up using, which can be a nightmare if lots of people start communicating via the sheet. And utilising the edit history on a spreadsheet, something that's incredibly useful if someone makes changes and I need to revert back to a previous version on the spreadsheet. I like picking apart the programs I use at work every day, like Google Sheets, to try and uncover the full potential of how it can streamline everyday tasks. And I'm aiming to make more videos on any more of my findings that anyone can pick up quickly and incorporate into their everyday workflow. So definitely go and check that video out too. That's all for today's video, everyone. Let me know in the comments if you found something interesting from any of those videos you may have watched, or if you have a question about a certain detail. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for another video.